Hi, Michael Fry, President and CEO of Deepwater Subsea. This episode of The Daily Grind, we talk communication and how if you're not communicating, sooner or later, you're going to be on the outside looking in. Let's get into the show. Communication, it's what makes the world go around. It's what keeps families together and builds businesses to be strong and prosperous. For this Daily Grind, what I want to talk about is how well do you communicate with your peers, with your customers, with your family? The reason I mentioned I was watching television this weekend and I don't know, some typical Saturday weekend TV show, and it could have been, I don't know, who knows. And they're talking about communication, how poor communication is one of the causes of relationships coming to an end. And I started thinking about it, and one of the big things that I want to talk about in this daily grind is how well do you communicate with your coworkers? If you're a leader in your organization, how well and how often do you communicate with your subordinates? How often do you communicate with your spouse? How often do you communicate with your customers? And if that answer is very seldom, what you'll find out is people will start making their own assumptions about what's going on in the day-to-day, kind of world in general. I know as a leader of an organization, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with the people who work for me. And the reason for that is it's very easy in this down market to speculate what's going on. Hey, Mike's quiet, something must be bad, or hey, this is going on and he's not telling us stuff. For me, it's easy. I bring him in, we talk about it. There's no questions about what we're doing. Same thing when it comes to your relationships at home. If you're not talking to your spouse, things are going to start to creep into your head and you'll start wondering what's going on. Oh, there must be something wrong because he or she's not communicating with me. Same thing with business, customer relations. When you have a customer who's a paying customer and you're not taking the time to communicate with them to see what their needs are, sooner or later they're going to go in a different direction. Never assume that once you have a customer, they're yours for life. And the reason I say that is because in business, there's options. In life, there's options. And if you're not communicating and you're not being transparent and letting the people know what's going on, sooner or later, you're going to find yourself on the outside because they're going to make a decision and go in a different direction. So kind of wrapping up this daily grind on a Monday morning, think about how well you communicate with your coworkers, with your supervisors, with your subordinates, with your customers, and with your family. If you don't do a very good job with it, don't be surprised when things start going wrong and you have no idea what the problem is. Something to think about.